Hey horror fans, and welcome back to Quiet on the Set Reviews 31 Nights of Horror.
Tonight's movie is The Thing, and if you haven't seen it, go watch it and then come back and chat with us because we're going to get into all the gory details. It is available on Prime, Peacock, AMC Plus, and Sling, so lots of options. Go check it out. Come on back. And in the meantime, we're going to find out why Nick picked it.
You know, Mariah's never seen it. That was a huge influence, but this is just such a classic movie. It's a great John Carpenter film, and I just really like a good isolation, trapped type movie, which totally goes into the whole vibe of the film, where we're at the Arctic Circle, we're at a research facility, and we're in the snow and cold, and we have a huge storm that's hitting. And plus, this poster, it's just so iconic. It's so iconic.
Pretty awesome. It's pretty fucking awesome. I'm very happy that Nick picked this movie. As you said, this is a new watch for me. It's always been in the peripheral of my mind. Huge. My parents were huge fans of this movie. I've obviously known lots of wonderful horror fans that enjoy this movie. It comes up a lot on the top lists for everything. And so I was super excited for this day to come and for us to be able to watch it together. One of the things I love most about this that makes it a very unique film for me is all the different versions of the baddie that we get.
Yeah.
You don't just get this one baddie or this baddie you don't get to see. You get this baddie that's straight up in your face and different every time you see it.
Yeah. We do get the staples of
Yes.
the legs and the
dog.
tentacle things,
Yeah. There's definitely some staple parts. Like you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's the same baddie I saw earlier.
Yeah.
But it's like gaining something each time,
Yeah.
which is pretty spectacular.
Right.
The other part that I loved is they develop a blood test to see who's infected as we see those kind of things come up in this type of movie. But what was amazing about this is they do the test, and as they identify who's the baddie and he starts freaking out and alienifying, he's tied like right next to all these people. They're all like tied together, and the sheer panic, it's like visceral on these people. And that would just suck. You're like, yeah, that would be horrible. That's horrible. It's like the most horrifying thing that has ever existed, and I'm stuck like right ass next to it.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
And then I think the last thing I really want to call out is the pacing on this movie is absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
After I finished watching, I was like, that was so good, and there's a million things that are good about it, but the fact that you start off with a bang, getting right into the action, but it takes its time to unfold the details, and not in a way where you're sitting and it's being like told to you or taught to you like we see in a lot of movies, but it kind of just slowly unfolds, but still staying steady with action.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It is. Some of my favorite scenes from the movie are the first change once we got that dog into the pen with all the other ones. And it is sad, of course, but it's such a cool change because it's like you see that monsterized dog head.
Yes.
And it's really cool looking. The doc losing his arms in the belly when he's like doing the shock machine.
Yeah.
Forget what it's called, but defibrillator.
Defibrillator.
There it is. Yeah, that's just such a great scene. And then the hand through the face thing at the end, that effect is so good.
So cool.
And it's just like you just see it like
melding
it's so good. Yeah, so those are pretty much my favorite scenes.
I do want to say that when the dog was going and I'm like, oh, I'm so glad they saved the dog, don't kill the dog. He's like, yeah, isn't that great? And then they're putting him in the pen and I'm like, oh, look at the beautiful puppies. And Nick's like, yeah, they're super cute.
Sorry.
Not anymore, they aren't. Nope, they aren't. Monsterfied. Anyways, I hope you guys loved this movie just as much as we did. I'm so excited that I've seen it now. It's definitely going to be on my spooky season list going forward, and I'm going to be recommending this to anybody else who hasn't seen it, although there's not a lot of us out there. All of us are slowly getting it rectified. We're going to see you guys tomorrow, but in the meantime, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all the things. We love hearing from you. We want to know what you think of this movie, yesterday's movie, tomorrow's movie. Let us know, and head on over to YouTube for any kind of extended content. We've got lots of fun stuff over there. Until then, bye.
Happy spooky.